been really loading up the quotes for one of my favorite segs that we call That's What He Said. So we are going to start with the reason why I'm wearing one of the most popular shirts in baseball this year. It's super simple, gets the message across. It's got the green, which already stands out, and you just have the simple white lettering. They did a great job with it. I'll post some pictures and shout out the company that is selling them and put this together. But it goes back to that original reverse boycott where A's fans showed up and said, "It's not us, it's you," to the A's owner, John Fisher, who actually finally spoke out as the A's continue to make their progress towards leaving Oakland kind of for no reason and going to Vegas, where Vegas should have their own franchise and not have to deal with a villain of a human being. So let's show the quote from John Fisher. It's just full of garbage.
And hot garbage.
Hot garbage is accurate. So Raj Mathai said a few takeaways from my John Fisher interview. 1, wasn't expecting him to be so candid revealing. 2, says he will not sell even after moving to Vegas. Oof, I feel bad for the city of Vegas. A's submitted a formal application to MLB to move, and also this villain vows to retain good players once moving to Vegas. Okay. One of the quotes here, "I'm sorry it didn't work out," is a strange way of saying, why didn't taxpayers build me a new stadium for my private business? These people are shameless.
I don't know. Like every time, I even read these quotes before the show. And
that was bold of you because that takes a lot of courage to read those and not want to smash a television.
It just makes me, it's a visceral reaction when you just read those out loud. Like for him to say, "I'm sorry, it didn't work." Like after they've shown they want to come out to your games, they've shown that they care about this team. Old players, current fans, current players that are with other teams, talking about how great the fan base is. Not one person has stood up and been like, "How great is John Fisher?" You ever see the movie Men in Tights? At the end of the movie, they changed all the bathrooms were called latrines. They go, "And now we will call all the latrines in the county Johns," because John was the guy that was the bad guy in the movie. Well, now we have another reason to call them Johns. John Fisher and John Angelos.
Yeah, they're toilets.
Like it is hurtful, and I've never seen a company run this way. I've never seen you go to.
He doesn't run his own companies this way, by the way, because they own clothing companies.
He would never go to the people who are wearing his jeans and say, "You don't look very good in those. I don't want you to wear my jeans until I take them to another city where it's going to be so much more profitable." Like they want to come
there's another step. Can I add to that? Because there actually was a story about this, and it was incredibly written. I think it was Stephanie Apstein from Sports Illustrated. So she interviewed people that work at like Gap and some of the companies that his family owns.
I wasn't going to mention the companies.
Money guy, John Fisher. I don't give a shit. I mean, he's a bad guy. I don't care. Come on our show, dude. You won't. I'm scared. So there was a possum, and there's infestation in that ballpark, and it's up to them to fix that. And he purposely won't, of course, because he's trying to not just tank his team. He's trying to tank the organization, the city that has the team, right? Anything around what he owns with the Oakland A's. And they were like, hey, in this store that he owns, if they had a possum and this place was infested with animals and bugs, what would happen? They were like, we would shut the store down immediately and fix it within 24 hours. They're like, all right, cool. Good to know. It's just wild to me that
just checking.
You can go to a ballpark with tens of thousands of people and they can say, hey, it's kind of gross here. We're going to keep it that way. We're kind of trying to do that on purpose. We're going to raise ticket prices. We're going to give you the worst product on the field that we possibly can pull off because we want to leave. It's just tough. It's not how the game should be run. So again, someone speaks out, and I'm surprised that he ever spoke, because even when this is crazy to me too. When the team is trying to convince Vegas to give them a ton of money and tax breaks and do whatever they can to be, an even more valuable franchise in Las Vegas, he didn't show up to anything. He just had his minions show up for him. Like, he didn't even show up to the taxpayers to say, hey, I'm about to steal billions of dollars from you. Ha ha. But now he speaks. So just wild. And I love this shirt. And I want to make sure that everyone sees. And I'm glad that Liam Hendricks agreed that it is the best shirt in baseball this year, because there are certain owners that need to look in the mirror. They won't, because they're too rich and they get too much money off of this. But damn, it would really be nice if they just got out of here.
Yeah. And really, John Fisher, if you want to see the Netflix, go watch the movie Major League. John Fisher is Rachel Phelps.
He is the owner.
He is
in
Rachel
Major
Phelps.
League.
So when you watch Major League, Rachel Phelps, the deceased wife of the original owner of the Cleveland Indians in the movie, she was a showgirl. John Fisher is Rachel Phelps.
Mhm.
So just for your
They
information.
are the same person.
Yes.
If you want to see what they're like.
It's
Let's
a
bring in-
documentary.
yes, it's basically a documentary. Let's